One afternoon in a small classroom in Assumption College started my transformation. It was a session on rhetorical skills, and along with my friends, I was waiting for my turn. We were going to do some role plays. I was very blank that day. I had no feelings, but just the desire was there in my heart that at least today I'll do a good job. So excited, I waited for my turn and I hear my name, Raji, it's your turn now. And there I go, my lovely teacher gives me a scenario and I really love the topic. She said, imagine that you got a call and that you realize that Hrithik Roshan is on the other end and he's calling you out for a date. I was so excited. I sat down on a chair and I was all imagining Hrithik Roshan giving me a call and I was like, hi, who is on the line? And there's Hrithik Roshan on the other side. I say that and then I suddenly look at everybody in the classroom. They were my friends. I used to spend like 8 hours every day, at least in the classroom with them. And that day, when I looked at them, the familiar faces looked really fierce to me. I looked at everyone and I said, thank you. I went back and I sat down at my bench. And then one by one, the rest of them completed their turn. I could not hold my tears. I was all tears throughout that period. And then immediately after was the lunch break. And my ma'am, my class teacher, she calls me. And then first of all, I thought she's going to scold me for the bad job that I did there. But instead, she gave me 2 chocolates, 2 Cadbury chocolates. I'll never forget that. And the moment she handed it over to me, she said, it is not a rocket science. You can do it. All you have to do is fight your fear. And then she gave me some tips like, why don't you go ahead and practice in front of the mirror while speaking, look at your body language, look at your actions, look at whether you're making an eye contact and all. I started doing all that she said, but I would say that the transformation, before it happened on the outside, it happened inside. There is a quote that encourages me every now and then. You might have also heard that. It goes like this. Courage is not the absence of fear, but it is the fact that something else is more important than that. My dears, I don't know your situation, but I know that I'm talking to many, many, many people across the world who are scared to speak. I was that person who could not speak to one person. Forget about facing a crowd. And today I am here telling you that you can change. I've trained thousands and thousands of people and have been able to raise many trainers to train others. And that's me today, but I was not like this. Confidence level was a 0. I could not speak to one person. I could not, I've made a fool of myself on so many stages. But today I stand and I'm telling you that a transformation can happen. The decision inside you makes the first difference. You have to believe. Of course, you have to tell yourself that, yes, I'm scared. I have challenges. Maybe I need to practice. Maybe I need to do things. But that is not the end of life. Many of us stop ourselves because we think about all the other people who are around me. We think that, okay, they might know better than me, or they have better English, or they are better at it, or they got a good background, this, that, blah, 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 blah. At the moment you face a crowd, or the moment you need to speak, you immediately start thinking about all those things. But I tell you that, why don't you just tell those voices to shut up? And listen to your inner voice that tells you that beyond this fear is the stage that I want. Beyond this fear is a presentation that will win me big contracts. Beyond this fear are so many things. I tell you, you are a talented person, but your biggest problem is your fear. And today I want to address that fear. The change has to happen in your mind and in your heart. You just have to make a decision that you will step beyond your fear. The thing that you fear, face it more. Face it very often. And I tell you, without your knowledge, you will overcome it. I was really scared to drive. But today I drive. You know, how does driving happen? I'm sure many of you are listening to me. You might be driving a two-wheeler or a four-wheeler. So do you tell your mind every time that, okay, here's the clutch, I need to press this, I need to change the gear, I need to turn the steering. Do you do that? No, right? You don't do that. It's all in your mind. It's automated. Just like that, this will also happen as you give yourself more opportunities to face that fear. As you face it every time, you will overcome it. I can bet that it will happen. You know, you can just take a piece of paper. I'll sign and give it to you that you can overcome it. If Raji Shiju can overcome it, you can definitely overcome it. Today, I leave you at this note that courage is not the absence of fear, but it is the decision that something else is more important than my fear. I request you can follow me on YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook to hear more from me about how I overcame my challenges, how I overcame the fear of stage, how I overcame the fear of speaking, how I overcame the confidence issues, and so many things. I am a learning professional and close to 20 years in the industry. I started very small. But in the following videos, I'll definitely like to share my stories with you. So join me and watch more, listen to me, and I hope you will see a lot of changes in your life. Looking forward to talk to you more. Signing off for now, Raji Shiju.